Hey traders, in this video, this is the weekly watch list for August 7th, 2022. We're going to go over the S&P E-mini futures, Nasdaq, crude oil, Bitcoin, Apple, gold, silver, things like that. And we're going to take a look to see where we're going to go this following week in the future. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also check the link down below or go to my website, daytradingfearless.com, for my weekly trade zones and a 7-hour video course for a limited time special pricing of $99. So let's jump into the video. The weekly watch list, again, for August 7th, 2022. So right now, last week I said, hey, watch this at 200. We kind of came right to the 200 level, right? Huge job number report, almost 600,000 jobs. That, to me, I'm not going to play the conspiracy side, but since the White House is changing all the rules of, hey, we're not in a recession when we are in a recession. It's just a weird recession. It's not necessarily a job, but it's a GDP recession, right? Not as many goods being bought. So those numbers do seem a little fishy to me. Again, not to go down that rabbit hole, but just something to be aware of. Let's draw a couple of trend lines to see where we potentially could be going and what exactly is going on. So right now, we actually have something going on like this right here. Let's duplicate this, bring this guy up. Okay, I'm going to leave it right here because we're going to just kind of match this and look at this. We're staying above. There is a tiny bit of a divergence going on from here to here and then from here to here. So I would be watching, okay, come next week, a breakdown below Friday's low, because if you think about it, we were in a reverse or a waterfall, right? Or a reverse waterfall. We broke that and we are now in a down waterfall, right? And so there should be follow through to the downside. If we break above, all bets are off, and then we will be back to bullish. But as of right now, the market is bearish based on reverse waterfall with the divergence, very powerful. So I'm going to say I think we're going to have a little downside move, maybe back into this channel. If we do go back in this channel, there's a good chance we're going to at least hit this 50 probably, and then maybe even to the lower end of this channel. I've been calling it but again, not till about September, late August or sometime in September, probably, we may retest these overall lows. So just be careful. I know a lot of people, I heard Tom Lee talking about he thinks we're going to 5,000 or whatever. 5,100, he revised it down to 4,800. Really, dude, we're not going to all-time highs, right? More than likely in this market environment, too many things are happening, and interest rates really haven't kicked in to really hurt enough people. So enough about that rant, but I am going to say lower this week. Let's take a look at the NQ. I kind of drew this line, resistance level. We're coming right up to it. Look at this, a bearish engulfment on the Nasdaq right before the 200. We are in a bearish, same exact thing. I think this rolls over, and like I said, I think a reality starts to set in that, hey, we're going to be sideways for a while. Some companies report great, some do okay, some are horrible. We're all over the board, so it's not a big, massive, everybody's doing great type of market. Let's take a look at crude oil /CL. Kind of, I said I was calling for a inverse head and shoulders. Guess what? We kind of tried to break up, right? Reverse. Actually, we didn't even try. We kind of had our neckline, and then we just had massive reversal. So let's get rid of all our lines here, clean this up, and essentially just draw your trend lines like this. And this is essentially what we are playing with on crude oil. So I would maybe watch this low volume node right around 77. If we come down maybe even this 83 level, there's a low volume node in between this high volume node right here. So keep an eye there for those. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin just again lower highs or sorry higher highs, higher lows, just kind of sideways again. Maybe this breaks down with the overall market. We will see if the S&Ps do start to sell off. Maybe it's a news event, maybe it's something like that. We will see. So potentially lower on here, at least back to this high volume node of around 20,500. I think if the markets do roll over. Let's take a look at gold. GLD came up. X marks the spot, kind of came right to it almost yesterday, and then a reversal, right? Resistance from this massive trend line. So, but we still are making higher highs, higher lows, but we are in a bearish waterfall right now as we talk. So something to kind of be aware of with gold. Silver kind of came up right to the 50 period moving average. Let's get rid of all these lines. Let's clean this up and let's make some new draws, right? So let's draw from here to here. Okay, duplicate this and then bring this down. We will say to here, and then let's draw another trend line just like this, extend it to the right, and this is what we're looking for. Maybe we roll back over and then have a falling wedge for a potential upside. Again, they may start to sell everything off. I'm not in love with all the charts to the upside anymore. I've been calling around that 4,200 level. Kind of got right to it almost on the S&P, and everything looks kind of stalled out right now. I really don't see the catalyst. Earnings are almost over from all the massive big companies, and so maybe this is where we start to see the markets normalize. We also have options expiration coming up in a couple of weeks, so be careful with that. And then finally, AAPL, Apple, kind of. Uh, Again, it's kind of nice move up, but maybe it's getting tired. High, potential lower high, and potential reversal. We are again in a bearish waterfall right now. Again, maybe this continues next week. There's a gap around 157 on Apple, so watch that for a potential fill if the market does start to sell off. A lot of stocks are overbought now, so be careful out there. Hope this video helps, and until next time, we'll talk to you soon.